It's like fine, we're both broadcasting on EAR, parentheses, TH, Skeleton Nation. Radio broadcaster up here to call humanity's attention. You're an idiot. Do it. See? Decent people aren't able to do it. Wonderful man. You know, I was thinking this morning, the police officer was discussing prostitution and stupid things like that with a young lady on the street. You know what else he needs to discuss? You know one of the reasons he's doing it? Because the neighbors called him. Which is true. They called him. Neighbors are fine calling. There's always a lot of calls compared to any time someone comes. It was that way all over the place. Especially when the so-called bad guy is getting the good guy. Remember Nazi Germany? For every Nazi soldier, there were so many calls, you'll have no idea. The neighbors then really complained a lot in Nazi Germany. The neighbors complained. One of the things you want to remember about Nazi Germany, the neighbors complained a lot. And long before the Jews were gathered up and put armbands on, neighbors were complaining a lot. They were told to. And they complained on everybody. Oh, did they ever? And they threw everybody in a little hole. I met a man one time, he was born in a concentration camp. His mother was not Jewish. There was another reason they threw her in there, and he was born in there. And he was raised in a concentration camp. Not Jewish. He told me all about it. A very interesting man. I'm glad to meet him. He was a bubbling joy. He was very sick. Said he had cancer. He wouldn't take any medication for it. He's going to die of it. Not going to get healed of it. He'll die. An old man. He was an astounding human being, full of bubble and joy. He was close to 90. I don't remember how old he was. One of the things I realized is not what I came to talk to you about. Because what I came to talk to you about is something like this. But listen, no matter what getting humanity, humans are the good guys. That's to their advantage. If anything's attacking humanity, and I think something gets all of us as fast as we get here, each one of us, I think it's fungus, and I think we're well infested with it, and our reasoning processes are screwed up in the beginning, and you look how our reasoning processes are weaned, no wonder. I think we're a priceless creature. If you look how each one of us has been targeted to get hurt, and hurt us, and we're still on our feet as a creature, don't tell me we're a wonderful creature, lovely creature. And it's on our side, because something is mutually getting us all. In a mutual place of us doing quite the opposite. And we're doing it to each other, and evil is laughing at us. Botany more than anything. It's something physics describes, not something good and evil can. Good and evil's remarks are way out in left field, and have no basis for any of them. Now you have to go to physics and botany, get an understanding what's going on here. And I'll tell you something going on. Evil will never, there's not those such animal as evil. Or whatever's getting humans, don't stand a chance. We're the good guy. We're the nice, we're the cool, we're the warm, we're the wonderful. What's ever getting us isn't. To our advantage. Plus we have all the assets of wit and man. Humans sit in the catbird seat and don't know it. To anything getting them and causing this mood problem. Now in the case of the neighbors calling, for every complaint they have, they could get together and make sure their neighborhood is a vibrant place for everyone how many of them get together in that neighborhood, and every time a child moves in, they make sure that child can read, and they have a reading circle when the kids get in and they learn to read in that neighborhood. And they contribute to whatever would contribute to anybody pulling a fast one in a society to have to go earn money that way, or would pull a fast one that had to go find a lady that way. And some men can't find ladies in normal places, so they go to the street to look for them. They look for a decent character on the street. Because the normal places looking for decent character women, opportunists. A man looking for something that is not an opportunist will go to the street. He is sick and tired. He sees right through the opportunists in all the halls of decency with all the halos they wear. They are vicious opportunist. Well, no male wants to hook. That is not soft and cuddly to sleep with. A vicious opportunist female is not soft and cuddly to sleep with. No, she ain't. And I don't care what she looks like in professional and official and accomplishment and prosperity. It ain't fun to sleep with. That's not what sleeping with somebody is. The sentiment of that has nothing to do with what you are officially professional in. You're like a yellow jacket in a pear orchard. Who wants to sleep with you? So he will go to the street and search something else. Want to bet? That's part of the problem. Part of it. Just a tip of it. A lot of it there that contributes to that man in that street looking for that girl. Want to bet? Now that neighborhood needs to make itself vibrant, where they're complaining and the girl's walking around, that she might even learn to read. All kinds of other things she could learn if that neighborhood was doing, when that neighborhood is doing what it has to do before it complains. Then, nobody's going to walk around looking for, that's not going to go on in your neighborhood at all. When you're up to in that neighborhood what neighbors have to do in a neighborhood. Contribute. Make it a hum. Everything that gets way ahead of anything going sour here. And there's a lot of sweet behaviors way ahead of anything going sour with this planet right now. And every neighborhood is responsible to do it. Move! Before you complain. Norman Woodstock Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting. Skeleton Nation.